PDG Arif Ali from Pakistan, welcome. Tito Tadeo from Rotary Club of Nairobi East, so happy to see you. Oh my God, past Director Antonio Halaj, so happy to have you with us all the way from South America. So happy to have you with us. Thank you. Welcome to District 9212. Aid to our President nominee, Bryn Stiles, all the way from Canada. So happy to have you with us, Bryn. Jimmy Ayasin from the Rotary Club of Muthaiga, the hottest club on the continent of Africa. Welcome to District 9212. Our district conference is about to kick off in a few minutes. Bryn, I hope Randy is good. You're in for a really busy year. Our president just talked to us. He's with us very shortly. So happy to have you with us. Beth Joki from Ruiru, welcome, Beth. Lois Onyango, President-elect, welcome. Welcome to District 9212, District Conference, celebrating a great year of service with our District Governor, Joe Otin. Welcome. Gunesh from Turkey, so happy to have you. Gunesh, thank you for supporting us and joining our district conference in Nairobi, Kenya, celebrating a great year of service. Mary Muthoni, welcome, so happy to have you with us. President of the oldest club on the continent of Africa, so happy to have you with us. Anne Bogori, Rotary Club of Karen, thank you for joining us today. Rosie Wainaina, another great president, so happy to have you with us. Mary Onditi, Samrawit, I'm coming to your club in a day or two. PDG Silvio Piccioni, again, welcome to East Africa, so happy to have you with us. Waiting for you to come in person now. President of our district governor, so happy to have you. PDG Ayan from Turkey. And Farida, so happy that you could join us. Rotary Club of Calcutta Mahanagar, I wish you would type something for us. Type something on the chat box. We want to know how you're feeling as your member becomes the president of Rotary International 2021-2022. So happy to have you with us. Mulunesh from Ethiopia. Mulunesh, country chair for Ethiopia, so happy to have you with us. Kennedy Gaya, DRRE for District 9212, Kennedy, happy to have you. Is Sam Karanja with you today? Our current District Rotaract representative, Sam Karanja, thank you for joining us, a big day for you. I see our District Governor-elect to be very soon, Alex Nyaga. So happy to have you with us, Alex. And Urs Herzog, all the way from Switzerland. Urs, you're a great friend of this district. Thank you for all that you do to help us with our grants. So happy to have you, Urs. Please type in something in the chat box. I'd like the Rotarians of this district to know what you're doing for us in the grants. Thank you, Urs. PDG Teshome, please type something. Even if it's a message of congratulations for our District Governor Joe Ortin, we'd be happy to collect all the information and pass it on to him. All those, welcome. Your messages of congratulations are being received, but we want all of you to type in. We want to acknowledge your presence. Sandeep Raichura, thank you for joining us. You're always a supporter of every district conference. I remember all the way back to 20 years ago, you've always been with us. Thank you, Sandeep, for being with us today. Windrose from Karangata, thank you for joining us. And Zaini Okasa, Faith Mutunga, Karibu Sana, and Jalimo, so happy to have you. So many leaders from all over the world. We are just so delighted to have all of you with us. Our district governor is smiling from ear to ear. Our district governor-elect, Patrick Obath, just can't wait to get into the seat. We're waiting for you. Don't worry. We have another 24, 36 hours before you take over. Chill, man, chill. 1st of July, Semi Ayani. Have you got some free Coca-Cola for us? Sammy from Karangata, Karibu Sana. Friends, thank you for joining us. Please do type in your name and your district in the chat box. We're so happy to acknowledge each and every one of you. Rotarian from the District Governor-elect's Club, Dr. Siddiqa, welcome. And Randall Fieldman, so happy to have you. My director Shafak and Denise are with us today. Thank you. Phoebe Gitau, another feature, always at every district conference. Phoebe, welcome. District Governor and our DRFCP Tambui, Karibu Sana. Peter Herman, so happy to have you. District 9212 welcomes each and every one of you. Nyugutu Ben, so happy to have you join us at the conference celebrating the great year of service of DG Joe Ortin. So happy to have each and every one of you. Monica from the Rotary Club of Thika. Mithat from Turkey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to Kenya today for a great event. And Maru Dodi, so happy to have you. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to hand over to the chair, but I wanted to add my personal word of welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for accepting our invitation and attending District Conference 9212. Governor Joe Ortin is happy and excited to have all of you. Ashley Myers, all the way from South Sudan, thank you. Trustee Aziz Memon, all the way from Pakistan, thank you for joining us, Trustee. You know the whole world is counting on you about polio. Please feel welcome to District 9212. We will love to have you in person. For now, we are welcoming you virtually as we are Antonio Halaj, all the way from South America, and PDG Ayan from Turkey. We've got the whole world in our hands today. All the way from Canada, our President's aide, Bryn and Randy Stiles, welcome to Kenya. We can't wait till you come physically. Our district governor then will be Alex Nyaga, and he's just always itching. He wants you to come. And district governor from Kuwait, Mazen, welcome. I know you're going to be with us very shortly, but thank you for joining us. And for the few minutes you're with us, please feel the very welcome, warm welcome from Kenya. Dr. Hanif from Voi, thank you for joining us. Francis Odhiambo, welcome. George Mathenge, welcome again. Harun Gikera, thank you for joining us. And President Hadi, karibu sana. Director Katerina from Greece. So we will be with you at the next event, you know that. Thank you, Director Katerina. Misrak, my buddy from Ethiopia. Thank you for joining us, President Misrak from the Rotary Club of Addis Ababa West. And Mohsen, our great supporter of Rotary Foundation. Mohsen from Egypt, welcome. Okay, I'm about to hand over to the chair of our district conference. The chair of our district conference is none other than Paul Kasimu, president again of the hottest club on the continent of Africa. Nobody can beat that. President Paul, you can take over from me. Thank you.
And nobody can beat Trustee Gita Manek, PDG, but also the Rotary Foundation trustee. I want to just confirm whether we have the Rotary International President's personal representative in the house. Just a confirmation? Not yet. So welcome everybody. I think we're just waiting for the Rotary International President's personal representative's entry into our conference. In the meantime, kindly, if you have any question, please post it in the chat. Remain muted if you can, but please do have your name in full. Some of you have put iPad 2029. Please rename your names to a club or to a name that we can associate, and that would be great. So keep on chatting, say hi. This is supposed to be a conference. We're supposed to be networking, so let's network and let's remain just on standby as we wait for the Rotary International President's personal representative to join us. Currently, the head count of people in the meeting is almost going to 300 and counting. We are expecting 1,000, so if you know a friend, a Rotarian, a Rotaractor in the house, please ask them to join us. This is the very first virtual of conferences in the district. You cannot afford to miss it. And actually, you have no reason to say you are delayed because there's no traffic jam. So, I'll ask the Rotary Foundation trustee, PDG Gita Manek, whenever she is in a position to continue welcoming us to the conference. In the meantime, please keep on muting. Mute, but also chat. And if you can, again, we are live on Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook. If you can chat, if you can do a Twitter, you can do an amazing. I'm told I can't be heard, so let me see whether I can come closer. Again, I'm saying use your Twitter account. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. Please do chat and say jumbo to a friend, a Rotarian, a Rotaractor, family, and friends of Rotary and Rotaract. So please do say jumbo to a friend. It will be good to network if you can. And let's just wait for the Rotary International President's personal representatives to join us, and then we'll get going.
Past District Governor Tusu from Uganda, you're so welcome. This is your district, we are your people. Thank you for joining us.
Sound? I'm told the sound is still dead. Sound, check. Sound check. I need a thumbs up when we're ready. Keep going, Gita, if you may.
Jalimo, so nice to have you with us. Jalimo, welcome to District 9212 District Conference, the first virtual district conference for this district. Rekhaji, so happy to have you. Thank you for joining us all the way from India. Wagithi from Nairobi East, happy to have you. Muthoni from Soikimau.
Back.
Us at District 9212. I hope Isaac Gitoho is close by. AAA, welcome. Another regular at a district conference. So happy to have you. Trustee Aziz Mammon. I was saying we need you. The fight against polio is all in your hands. Africa has more or less succeeded. Now we're looking at you. Oh, my friend, Rotarian Bagda of Nairobi Utumishi. Thank you for joining us. And Bill Kosar, all the way from Watamu. So happy that you could join us. Carol Ouma, thank you for joining us at the District Conference 9212 in Nairobi, Kenya. Dr. Joe Kamau, the chair of the team, is with us. Well done. You did a super job, Dr. Joe. Thank you for joining us. I think you have come with a partner. You've come with a partner. I'm not going to let the secret out just yet till the major announcement is going to be made. Let everybody wait in great eagerness for who this person is and who the partner is and who is partnering with them. This is going to be a surprise for all of us. All the way from the West Indies, Haresh Ramchandani. Thank you for joining us. Haresh, we've got people from the East and the West, and we're right here in the middle. So happy you could join us. Hirut from Ethiopia, so happy you could be with us. I see Isaac Gitoho has joined us. Thank you, Isaac.
Finally.
Yeah, from Rotary Club of Nairobi, the oldest club in East Africa. Thank you for joining us. Director Katerina, thank you for staying with us. We're so happy that you could join us today. Liz Ayani, who's making noise today when you're not here with us? Welcome, Lucy Shaw. So happy that you could join us. And Margareta Swigert, so happy. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to District 9212. And Rotarian Ogang from Uganda, sometimes in Kenya. Rotarian, thank you for pointing out that mistake the other day. We corrected it. Thank you for pointing it out. That's what Rotarians do. Muntazir from Mombasa, thank you. Nayan Patel from the Rotary Club of Westminster, thank you for joining us. So happy to have you. Nick Bore, another favorite Rotarian of mine. Thank you, Nick. We love you. We want you to be with us, and you're with us. Thank you, Nick. Patrick Coleman from Zambia. Patrick, thank you for joining us. Gunesh from Turkey. My aide, when I came to Turkey, you looked after me and you always look out, you're always with me at every district conference, convention, so happy to have you with us.
We need water for Trustee Gita. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody. We are still saying Jambo, Jambo, welcome to the conference Disco 2020. It can never be any better because everybody is in the comfort of their seats. There's no traffic jam. I can see somebody here saying they're in Illinois. Is that Illinois or Illinois? Depends on where you went to school, but welcome nonetheless. Thank you, thank you. And I need to make sure that I follow protocol. PDG, Gita, we call you that, but you are the Rotary Foundation trustee, so thank you again for doing what you do best, which is welcome, meet and greet. Anybody else you notice in the list who welcomed you?
Sharon from Ethiopia is here. Sharon, always supporting every district conference. Sharon, welcome.
Okay. Again, we're just waiting to have the Rotary International President's personal representative in the House, and then we'll just get going. Welcome and thank you for dialing in. We are almost now hitting the 400 mark. Ask a Rotarian to join us, ask a Rotaractor to join us, ask a family member and a friend to come and see what Rotary is all about. People of action, serving humanity. So just bear with us in the meantime.
Mary Jo has joined us from Rotary headquarters. She's in charge of education and WASH. Mary Jo, thank you for joining us today, as has District Governor Mazen from Bahrain. Thank you, all the way from Bahrain. Thank you for joining us.
Should we start? We wait.
And over from the Rotary Club of Karura, President, welcome.
So PDG Gita, the latest update from the Rotary International President's personal representative is that she will be joining us in the next 10 minutes. I think this is a time to tell stories and also connect with each other. So let's see how this one works. Keep going, PDG.
DG Raja from District 9220, Seychelles, thank you for joining us. I hope your year was as good as my district governor's. My district governor has been phenomenal. He set a bar other district governors are going to worry about how to reach. But don't worry, we're there with you. Duke Baya, Rotary Club of Downtown, so happy to have you with us. And Duncan, one day. Welcome. Elise, all the way from near Evanston, Rockport, Evanston. Elise, so happy to have you. I know you're really, really excited about the Sam O'Warry Awards, and I tried to call Nora. We could not get hold of her, but you know, we think of Nora all the time. Elise, you will take the message back to Nora about the Sam O'Warry Awards, and we will do the same on our side. Thank you, Elise, for joining us all the way from Illinois.
And who doesn't PDG Gita know in this Rotary world? Keep going, PDG.
Hancock. Hancock, do you remember the district conference where I was announced district governor? You gave me a lift. Thank you, Hancock from Ethiopia. My best buddy, apart from our district governor nominee designate, you are my second best buddy there. Thank you.
Keep going.
Irene, Jamal, Harsham, so happy that you could join us. Haresh, all the way, thank you for recognizing my friend in Bermuda and connecting her with Simone so she finds a Rotary Club. Let's hope that she's the newest inductee very soon in your part of the world, coming from Kenya and joining a club in Bermuda, because Rotary connects. We made a phone call and she got invited. Now all we need to do is to bring her into our family of Rotary. Thank you, Haresh, for that. Who said Rotary doesn't connect so well? Rotary connects from Kenya. We get a member into the Rotary Club of Bermuda. Amazing.
Amazing
Khadija.
indeed.
Khadija, welcome. Joy Shamsuddin, so happy to have you. Rotary Club of Utumishi is with us in big numbers. Joseph Amondi. Joseph Nyagari, we miss you. Joseph, you should be here with us. Kampala South is here with us in big numbers too. Welcome, Kampala South. You have done amazing work this year. So proud of all that you've done. District Governor Mazen, you're representing Bahrain, Armenia, Cyprus, Georgia, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, Sudan, United Arab Republic. My goodness, I thought I had a tough job with 6 countries. You have 9 countries. You're doing an amazing job, DG Mazen. Must be really hard work, but you're doing great. Your district is doing wonders. Did I name all the countries in your district? Let me start again. United Arab Emirates, the Sudan, Palestine, Lebanon, Georgia, Jordan, Cyprus, Armenia, Bahrain. Wow, it looks like we've got all the flags of the world here in District 9212. Feels like a convention to me. I don't know what my district governor is thinking. I saw a super picture of you and our president nominee. Great picture on Facebook this morning. Richard Obare, so nice to have you. My assistant governor for my club. Richard, thank you for joining us. Ashley, thank you for joining us. Ashley, we have missed you, but happy to have you with us today. And my aide, PDG Ayan, I have all the respect in the world for you. Thank you for joining us all the way from Turkey. Our greetings to all our friends. Okay, we're going to make sure nobody is going to be blocked. We have a big capacity. All our attendees will be brought in very shortly. There's a big line, so please be patient. You will be brought in very shortly. Rotarian Bagda, we cannot thank you enough for all that you do for the Rotary Foundation and Rotary District 9212. Thank you, Rotarian Bagda. We acknowledge your presence. Please stay with us all the way to the very end.
Let me interrupt you, PDG. There's someone from Brisbane says it's not yet midnight, but they would want you to acknowledge them. DG Ross from District 9630. That's a classmate from Brisbane, Queensland. DG Jotin says, my classmate.
Yes, I thought so. Thank you all the way from Brisbane, Australia, classmate for our district governor, all the way. It's not quite midnight, but you stayed up just to support our district governor. District governor appreciates all the classmates who have joined him today. Thank you so much, all the way from Brisbane, Australia. We acknowledge your presence. Please take our greetings from District 9212 to all your friends. I know you've done a great job this year serving Rotary. We're going to watch out for you at the convention and all the awards. I know you guys have done amazing. This year's class has been really phenomenal. David Dixon, David Edwards, all the way from Barbados. This must be, 4 o'clock in the morning? Thank you for making time for Rotary as you always do. I know Sam Awari was your buddy and you needed to be close to us today. Thank you for joining us, David. We acknowledge your presence. Dominic Potter, Dominic from the island. So happy to have you, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. I wish I could speak French and talk to you in French, but I know you'll understand. Dr. Bimal Kantaria, past district governor, thank you for joining us at our district conference. No conference happens without District Governor Bimal Kantaria. Thank you for joining us today. Elise, all the way from Illinois, we know you're with us. Please stay with us. Eva Nyavira, so happy that you could join us, Eva. And Fam Boyd, thank you, all the way from Karangata. Fam, thank you for joining us. I hope you're all chatting and I hope you're greeting each other whilst we're waiting for our conference to take off. We're just looking at the numbers. We're just close to 500. Great attendance today. Thank you so much. And Mitaru, End of War.
Somebody says, PDG Gita is just amazing. Wow. We believe that. And what they don't say is that you've matched your mic with the flowers, everything yellow and red.
Ladies think to the final detail. All the ladies do that. Abdul Hamid Awa from Egypt. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for joining us. You are a great sport. My AAA, thank you for being with us. We miss you at every district conference. You should be there in person. But we know you're with us. Thank you for supporting District Governor in all the training. You did a fantastic job. You see how well we are doing. It's all because of your training with Tom Shivo and Sally Kitoho. You guys are amazing. I think the next District Governor needs to talk to you once again. You did such a phenomenal job this year. David Edwards, thank you again. DG Raja, so happy to have you with us.
We have somebody from Reunion Island. I think the name there is a little bit blurred, but it is Dominique.
Dominique Potta. I acknowledge Dominique all the way from Reunion. Thank you, Dominique, for joining us.
Ijoma Pal Okoro from District 9141 says Nigeria to be glad here, Jambo. Oh. There are many O's,
The
so I didn't
Polio
finish.
warrior, Ijeoma, Pearl Ijeoma. If anybody can bring any contribution to the foundation, Pearl can make it happen. You see, we got rid of polio from Nigeria because of the efforts of Pearl and so many others.
There's a new club called Lavington Echo. I'm not sure what PDG that is.
The Rotary Club of Levington Echo is one of the newest clubs. That is a club that is going to focus on the seventh and the most exciting area of focus. Echo Club, looking after our environment.
Absolutely.
So we're happy to have you with us. Thank you.
There's a name there, Kidane Mariam Fikadu, from Rotary Club of Lewet in Ethiopia, Addis. Says Jambo.
Thank you from Ethiopia. Thank you for joining us, Rotarian Lavet, from the Rotary Club of Lavet. Karibu to your district conference.
Ripa is on the line? Terry. Oh, First Lady elect.
Terry Obath, thank you for joining us. Without you, the district is going nowhere.
True that.
Who is behind the power? Terry Obath, my friend. Partner to our district governor to be very shortly. Not the partner to be, but the district governor to be. I saw Mary Jo Francois. Mary Jo, welcome.
I think Rotary International President Nominee is in the house. Nope.
Our chief guest, President Nominee Shekhar Mehta. Our chief guest is with us. President-to-be Shekhar Mehta, all of us are standing at attention. We so warmly welcome you to East Africa virtually, but we want you to come here in person. We just can't wait for the day. I'm asking one of our tech people to unmute you so you can talk to us just for a moment, and then we'll go back to our protocols. Can we unmute our president, please? President Shekhar, I know you're extremely busy and you've made time for us. We're so delighted that you could be with us. And Rashiji, wow, what are you wearing today? You always have the best clothes. I have to come shopping to India. Thank you for joining us. So delighted. I'm going to hand over the mic to my district governor. He needs to be talking to you, not me. I'm past, dead, and gone. District governor, take over, please.
The mic. Take the mic. Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I'm the permanent dinner guest.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Sometimes they say permanent dinner guest. Sometimes they say this very pretty, decent girl. I don't know, maybe, but I think they like to say past, dead, and gone. But I'm still here.
You don't sound dead by all means. He says you'll come at the very end. Keep going.
President Shekhar, just to tell you, we are at a very brand new venue. We have got about 520 people have joined us so far, and within our circle here we have social distancing and we have only about 20 people in the room. We are observing all that we need to do by our government regulations. And I just want to tell you that we have Director Shafak with us. We have Director all the way from South America, Halaj is with us. PDG Ayan from Turkey is with us. Haresh Ramchandani from Barbados, West Indies is with David Edwards is with us. We have a district governor from Brisbane. So we've got the whole world with you because you are the world president. So we have to have the whole world. So we've got everybody. We have Pearl, my friend who makes a lot of noise all the way from Rotary Club in Nigeria, Pearl. She's a member on the Bell Committee, bringing in lots of contributions to our foundation for polio. She's our polio warrior in Africa. President nominee, we have so many people. I want to acknowledge everybody, but it's just so many people. We have our district governor nominee designate from Ethiopia, and then we have district governor Abdul Hamid Alava from Egypt, and we have Sally from Egypt. So many people. President, can we hand over to you?
Yes, you may.
I know that you are very tight for time. I'm going to hand over to the chair of our district conference, Paul Kasimu, and he'll take us through the protocol for this morning. Thank you, President. Thank you, chair of the conference, Paul Kasimu.
Thank you very much. I would have said clap for Rotary Foundation trustee, PDG Gita. Pretty decent girl. I think that's what we'll take. The rest ignore. Eat, delete. Welcome and apologies for the delayed start. And please allow me to just keep going, and then we will wait for Rip and can join as we go along. So I'll start with the Rotary International President nominee, Shekhar Mehta, District Governor Joe Otin, District Governor-elect Patrick Obath, past District Governor and the Rotary Foundation trustee, Gita Manek, but I will go to District Governor-elect nominee, Alex, and designate. And we also have online our District Governor nominee designate from Ethiopia. We have the country, Rotaract country chair present, Sam, friends and family of Rotary. Welcome to the 9212 District Conference. And this District Conference is unique on two fronts. First, it's the first time that the District Conference and Assembly have been held separately. We held the Assembly on 18th of June. Secondly, as in the case of the Assembly, we are doing this through virtual conference in light of our new normal. Indeed, in the business world, they say work is no longer a space, it's a place. It's a space, not a place. Let me give you an overview of the program for today. It's 2 hours, but we'll see whether we can squeeze it within the time. We shall have the address from the Rotary International President Personal Representative, and then remarks from our guest speaker, who will be introduced as appropriate. We have a panel session composed of current and future district leaders, both Rotary and Rotaract, that will follow before we do the inaugural Sam Owori Awards. We shall then have the main ceremony, which is a chain handover, with remarks from DG Joe Otin and District Governor-elect Patrick Obath. And finally, we shall unveil what we think is an amazing future, which is the DCA 2021 for District 9212. Again, please mute your audios, and during the interactive session, post your questions through the chat. With those remarks, allow me to introduce to you our District Governor, Joe Otin. Joe Otin is the CEO of The Collective, an interactive ad agency with 27 years experience in advertising, media, research, and content production. He's a board member of WWF Kenya, the chairman of the Advertising Standards Board, a past president of PAMRO, Pan-Africa Media Research Organization, and a member of the Oversight Committee of the Kenya Audience Research Foundation. He is a district governor 2019-20, covering Rotary clubs in Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and South Sudan, the Rotary International Representative to UN Environment, and a past member of the Rotary International Membership Committee and Communications Committee. Joe Otin has presided as a chief guest of the Public Relations Society of Kenya, PRSK, Excellence Awards, having served on the panel for 11 years, as well as a chief judge of the Marketing Society of Kenya, Gala Awards in 2015. He was granted the MSK Marketing Warrior Award in 2010 and has served as judge for the top 40 under 40 women and the top 40 under 40 men in Kenya. He is also a columnist for the Business Daily covering topics in marketing. He is also a columnist for the Business Daily covering topics in marketing. His motto during the year has been elevate your game, and he has done that up to this very moment, the last stretch of the year. Family and friends of Rotary, please join me in welcoming DG Joe to address us and subsequently introduce our guest speaker. Joe.
Fellow Rotarians, I would like to call this conference to order. The Rotary International President, Personal Representative, Trustee Jennifer Jones. The Rotary International President Nominee, Shekhar Mehta. The District Governor-elect, Patrick Obath. The distinguished, I will begin again. The Rotary International President's Personal Representative, Jennifer Jones. The Rotary International President Nominee, Shekhar Mehta. The District Governor-elect, Patrick Obath. The Trustee-elect, Dr. Geeta Manik. The District Rotaract Representative, Samuel Karanja. Distinguished leaders, all the members of our district, and may I call you Team 9212, fellow Rotarians, family, and friends. We give thanks to God, who has given us life and this precious moments together. I thank the members of the Rotary Club of Lavington, for I would not have been able to serve without your support. I thank Rotarian Angela Obonyo, my assistant, for going over and above the call of duty. 7 years ago, past District Governor Eric Kimani told me two things. He told me that Lavington could have 3 Rotary clubs, and he told me that I could be district governor. Eric, you must be some kind of prophet, because your words have come to be instruments of authority to my successor, Patrick Obath. We are very pleased to announce the creation of the third club in Lavington and the first environment club in Africa, the Lavington Rotary Eco Club, which is also the brainchild of Rotarian Jane Maunga. Mike Eldon espoused the virtues of emotional intelligence and spoke of the concept of the leader as coach. And with that in mind, I would like to use the lens of a coach to present to you, Team 9212, your performance statistics for the year. These results have happened because you brought only your best to the field and elevated your game. Now, these are the goals from the Strategic Planning Committee, headed by Sandeep Mistry, and overseen by the Executive Committee, headed by Leonard Ithao. It took them 8 months to craft these targets. All of them are goals to stretch your imagination and capacity, to offer world-class training to Rotarians, grow membership by 50%, raise $1 million for polio eradication, sign 6 partnership agreements with influential organizations, opened the district conference to non-Rotarians, and established nonlinear forms of content distribution. Team 9212, here are your results. 1,349 Rotarians have been trained in 19 world-class events. That is 1 in every 2 members, and the best that you've ever done. The highlight was PETS Nairobi 2019, where trustee Julia Phelps, the RI Chief Communications Officer David Alexander, and internationally renowned motivational speaker Hisham El-Bakari supported the training team led by Antoinette Absaloms and a host of the most accomplished executives in personal management in East Africa. You have chartered 63 new Rotary clubs, 63 new Rotary, Rotaract, and Interact clubs this year, putting more hands to work to support vulnerable communities in the region. You have welcomed 673 new Rotarians through membership recruitment, club extension, and new types of clubs, including the corporate club and the environment club. Dr. Joe Kamau led the charge and has established us as the 5th in membership growth out of 529 districts worldwide. You have raised 54 million in Rotary service. When COVID-19 sat on our happiness, money destined for the Rotary Foundation and more was directed towards the emergency response, which was led by Dr. Joe Kamau, Trustee Dr. Geeta Manik, District Treasurer George Madenge, Henry Dirangu, and Martha Githui. And by the way, Martha is an embodiment of the future of our district leadership in age and in gender. You have 1 billion shillings in global grants currently running, and 100 first-time PHFs were matched. You matched first-time givers because Rotary, the Rotarians that support the foundation, tend to stay. The foundation initiatives are led by past District Governor Peter Mbui, who has been a great mentor, a supporter, and friend. You established the Timeline, the world's first ever fully online Rotary District newsletter, and provided 255 high-quality articles for readers in our district and abroad. The bulk of the work has been done by outstanding Rotaractors who are truly the future of Rotary and feature firmly in my phone book's speed dial. And they are Emmanuel Mbungu, Betty Mbaya, and Steve Maina. Social media, TV channels, radio stations, and newspapers are now full of stories about the wonderful work that you are doing for the underprivileged communities, especially in response to the coronavirus pandemic. You have established 6 partnerships that enhance the scale of our projects and improves our public image by association. These are with UN Environment Program, the Global Partnership for Education, Toastmasters, Davison Shirtliff, Gertrude's Children's Hospital, and WWF Kenya. The public image team is led by Catherine Gengi, and the partnership chairman is Amos Olwach Olunya, who has done a spectacular job. Conference Chairman James Mwangi planned the perfect conference that never was, thanks to COVID-19. But he and his team of energetic Rotarians have spent Confidant. And I am so pleased and really grateful to the RI President, Mark Maloney, that he appointed Jennifer to be his personal representative at District Conference 2020. So Jennifer, she is a trustee for 2019 to 2023, and she comes from the Rotary Club of Windsor, Roseland, Ontario, Canada. Jennifer is the president and the CEO of Media Street Productions, Incorporated, an award-winning television company in Windsor. Jones has served Rotary in many roles, including as RI Vice President in 2016-2017. She is the co-chair of the End Polio Now, Make History Today campaign to raise $150 million, and she has been the leader in cultivating experiential fundraising opportunities, such as Rotary's Polio Golf Day with Jack Nicklaus in Jupiter, Florida, USA, which raised over $5.2 million for polio eradication. Jones has been recognized with many awards, including the Service Above Peace Medallion and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal. And she was the first Canadian to receive Wayne State University's Peacemaker of the Year Award. Jones and her husband, Nick Karyachik, are members of the Arch Clump Society and the Paul Harris Society and charter members of the Bequest Society. Fellow Rotarians and friends, please join me as we welcome the Rotary International
You mentioned it in the beginning of what you said, that I've been after you to become district governor for the better part of a decade. And I'm going to complete the thought so that everyone knows. I'm going to go on the record here. The reason why I've always bothered Joe about becoming district governor is that I said to him, you can't be the president of Rotary International until you serve as a district governor. And so I have great hopes for you, Joe, because you're an incredible leader, a wonderful friend, and it is indeed a pleasure, as I said, to be here. You know, it's challenging times, and we have seen over the past, switch over here, we have seen over the past several months the ability for Rotary to connect in a way that we never could have imagined even 6 months ago. At a time when we're asked to be physically distant, when incredible to watch the activities that have been going on in your district. And I know that I want to give a shout out to Trustee-elect Gita, who's there, and my good friend. There's so many wonderful leaders on this call today. I am just quickly going through, and I know that I'm not gonna remember or not have seen certain people, but I see that Katarina is on, and Shafik is on, and Halaj, and Bryn, and you know, so many wonderful people who clearly are here because they support you, and because they want to congratulate you and the Rotarians of your district for the exemplary work that you've done over the past 12 months and well beyond that. You know, a couple of weeks ago, you had a letter that you posted on Facebook to DGE Patrick, and I shared that with the fact that we build upon each other. And, you know, you have been really wonderful in being able to build up people around you and to empower them, to give them the space to be able to grow and to do what needs to be done. And right now is a time when lots needs to be done. And, back at the beginning of May, we had Rotary International hashtag Rotary Responds, a telethon to raise money for COVID-19. Now, you were already well down the path of taking care of issues in your own country and beyond, the countries that are part of your district. And you were featured, you were highlighted. And one of the best highlights, I would say, of the entire telethon was your team talking about how you engaged with government and how you took action. And quite candidly, you are heads and shoulders above the rest of many, many different districts and countries in coordinating that response and working hand in glove with your government. And so I salute you and I congratulate you for all that you have done for the people of your district. Now, the one thing I will tell you is I have not yet been able to check this out, but 63 clubs chartered during this past year. I'm gonna guess that's gotta be a record. Like I'm guessing it's gotta be like right up there at the top. And I'm sure that everyone who is watching, who follows you on Facebook, it's been so much fun every single time we see breaking news, and then I know exactly what the next words are. It's the because I believe that when we share our stories with other people, it helps to create like-minded people who want to join with us. And so sometimes I think it's one of our best membership opportunities to grow Rotary by sharing the things that it is that we do. And so as Joe is finishing and completing his term, it's making me reflect back on the time that I served as a district governor in 2007, 2008, and just a few years ago. And at that time, well, my district, where I live in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, is an international district with part of Michigan and part of Ontario, Canada. And so as a district governor, I had 42 clubs on the US side and 10 on the Canadian side, less than the amount that you've chartered this year in my whole district. And so it was that I needed to cross the border on a very regular basis to go over and be able to be with the clubs that were in my district. And one day I was crossing the border and I came face to face with a customs officer who was not having a good day. And he looked at me and he had his arms crossed and he barked and he said, "Citizenship." And I said, "Canadian." And he said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm going to a Rotary meeting." And all cheery, he said, "Rotary? What's Rotary?" And I said, "Well," and this may have been a little cheeky, I said, "Would you like the long version or the short version?" And he said, the projects and programs that we were working on and fundraisers that we were doing. And he started to lean in a little. And then he wanted more. He said, "What else do you do?" And so I told him about our areas of focus. I told him about clean water and health and hunger and literacy and polio. "Polio? Polio's gone." And I said, "Yes, sir. Polio is gone from many parts of the world, but it remains endemic at that time in 4. We now know 3 technically, 1 coming off very, very soon, and I'll talk about that in just a second. And Rotarians are working tirelessly to ensure that every child receives those 2 life-saving drops. And he leaned in more. He said, "What else are you doing?" And I told him more. And he said, what are you going to do about AIDS?" And I said, "Well, sir, Rotarians are working on AIDS and malaria and tuberculosis and so much more." And then he looked at me and he paused and he said, "You mean to tell me that there are that many people in the world with that much extra time on their hands?" And I said, "No, sir. There are that many people in the world with no time on their hands who are committed to doing this good work." And again, he paused. And he looked at me and he said, "You have made my day." And I said, "No, sir. You have indeed made mine." And without a word of a lie, he had a tear in his eye and he said, "Please thank the people. Please thank the people." And so today, it gives me an opportunity at your district conference to be able to say thank you. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for all that you're going to do. Thank you for being people of action. And thank you so much for everything that you have done over the past year to make a difference in your communities and to help change people's lives. You know, I mentioned polio in there, and you know better than I do that this coming August, we should be seeing the official certification of Nigeria as polio-free. And what a celebration that is. What a milestone, what a monumental undertaking that has been. And I know that many of you have worked directly on the front lines making that happen. And so my salute, my hats off to all of you for what it is that you're doing. And again, my eternal gratitude. So thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your conference. And Governor Joe, I will turn it back over to you, and I'm looking forward to participating and enjoying the rest of the conference. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Trustee Jennifer, thank you so much for your inspiring words and the story. It reminds me of a similar situation I faced when I was crossing into Tanzania from Uganda, and they were asking me, where are you from? And I had to give them the whole Rotary spiel. It worked, and they really impressed people out there. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm sure our district governor is going to give you an official vote of thanks, but you are such an inspiration. I think the numbers we have at the conference today, so many more, because they wanted to see the prettiest trustee in Rotary. And you've really been there for all of us. You're a great mentor, and I'm so, so happy that you were the president's rep to our district today. I wish you were here in person, but I'm sure that's going to happen very, very soon. Next time we get an opportunity, you're going to be here, and we're going to be taking you on a safari in East Africa. Thank you, Trustee Jennifer Jones. Now I have the singular honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest. Our chief guest is Shekhar Mehta, President Rotary International 2021-2022. Shekhar Mehta is the fourth Indian in 115 years to be nominated as the President of Rotary International for the year 2021-2022. Ideally, we would have your aide, Bryn Stiles, with us today to introduce you. But today, Bryn is with us virtually, and he's watching us from Canada. President Shekhar was born in 1959 in Kolkata, India. He's a keen academician, graduated from St. Xavier's College, and has a unique combination of Masters in Commerce, a qualified chartered accountant, and a company secretary. Shekhar heads the Skyline Group engaged in real estate development in different parts of India, including the largest housing group in the state of Rajasthan. He's a member of many professional, cultural, charitable organizations. He is a serving trustee for Shelterbox UK, Operation Eyesight India, a Canada-based organization. Shekhar Mehta joined Rotary in 1985 and has been the chairman of the Strategic Planning Committee at Rotary International, Rotary India Literacy Mission, Rotary Foundation India, Rotary India Centennial Celebrations, Rotary India Humanity Foundation. President Shekhar has chaired many committees at Rotary International. He served as district governor in 1999-2000 and was elevated to the board of directors. I'd like to tell you a little story. President Shekhar was chairing the Joint Committee on Partnerships Committee, and I was learning from him. He was my mentor. Within a year, I was serving as his vice chair on that same committee. I now understand he's a very special person. Our leader, Shekhar Ji, is a very inspiring person who has mentored many, many Rotarians, including me. When President Shekhar was the director at Rotary International, I was going to the International Assembly as district governor-elect for my training. And I've walked with him from a distance. Today, I'm happy to say that I'm going to be trustee when he's going to be president. While serving as Rotary International Director, he helped Rotary add 2 countries to its fold, Bhutan and the Maldives. Shekhar Ji is keenly dedicated to service. He has led many service initiatives in India, and I'll only mention some of the very significant initiatives. The first one is constructing 500 homes for tsunami survivors in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Started the Shelter Kit program in India, which served over 20 disasters, distributing more than 15,000 shelter kits, helping 75,000 disaster victims. He started the Healing Hearts program. Through this, he got done more than 2,500 heart surgeries for children across India and Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and many African countries. He also facilitated the program to now become the national program, conceptualizing nationwide Teach, a literacy program in India, having reached out to more than 50,000 schools, 15 million children. Teach is a holistic program on literacy. Rotary is working on Teach program with central government in India and many, many state governments. He has been instrumental in setting up 15 eye hospitals across India and nearly 50,000 operations each year. He started the scholarship program called UDAN for the marginalized children over the last 10 years. 1,000 scholarships have been given. Responding to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's national call, he helped set up 6,000 Rotary. He set up 6,000 toilets benefiting 30,000 people. Shekhar Mehta is a motivational speaker. He has spoken at hundreds of events nationally and internationally. His motivation skills are par excellence, which has helped raise millions of dollars for our Rotary Foundation. President Shekhar Mehta is a recipient of the highest awards of Rotary International, the Rotary Foundation, Service Above Self, the Meritorious Service Award, Distinguished Service Award. He will serve as our world leader, leading over 1 million Rotarians in 200 countries and geographical areas in the year 2021-2022. And as we all know, Texas is very close to his heart. President Mehta is holding his annual convention, Rotary International Convention 2022 in Houston, Texas. Shekhar Mehta is married to Rashi. She's a social worker and a stage artist, having performed in hundreds of socially relevant plays across India. Our President's guiding mantra is service is the rent we pay for the space we occupy on this earth. Friends and family of Rotary, with great humility, I present to you our President 2021-2022, Shekhar Mehta.
Slow.
Hello everyone. I couldn't hear anything, but I guess this is a signal for me to speak, so I've started speaking. If I'm supposed to stop, raise your hand. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Am I audible?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I guess you are able to hear me. So a very good afternoon to everyone, and for some people, a good day. Good morning to you, Jennick. It's absolutely a pleasure listening to you, Jennifer. And I can see, Joe, what a wonderful conference you've organized. My compliments to you. Well, nothing less could have been expected out of your flamboyance, an outstanding Rotarian that you are. You have proved to be a great district governor also. Thank you for inviting me, Geeta. It's absolutely a privilege to be speaking to your district. Geeta and I have worked on committees together. In fact, she now chairs a committee of which I was the chair just before her, the Partnerships Committee. I've had the privilege of working with Joe also. Probably it was the Strategic Planning Committee, if I remember correctly, Joe. It's been a pleasure absolutely working with them. Geeta, it's so good to see that you'll be taking over as the trustee of the Rotary Foundation. I'm so happy to see that Jennifer, the most in demand president's rep, is also here, along with Nick. Great to see both of you and hear you. Rashi had to leave. She had another meeting, so she just made a cameo appearance. I'm happy to see my friends from all over the world, I would say. I can see my dear friend Bryn. I can see the director-elect Katrina Kotsali, my friend Halaj, with whom I've had the privilege of working, being on the board. Shafaq, I can see. My very dear friend Aziz Memon from Pakistan, Nayan Patel from London. So you have people from all over the world, Joe, and what a wonderful year you've had. I just heard about some of the wonderful things that you have done during your year as governor. I always feel you just get 1 year to be a governor, to be a club president in Rotary. And that is a year when you can really leave footprints in the sands of time. Because this is 1 year we normally try to live for other people, not for ourselves. For the service activities that your district has done under your leadership, I must compliment each and every one of you. It's great to hear the wonderful work that you've done for people affected with the pandemic. Geeta tells me, Joe, that your leadership has been such outstanding that during the entire year, in the second half especially, the work under COVID has been outstanding. You've not just worked within your district, but around the country itself. And you were amongst the first people, whether it was contribution monetarily or going down and working for the people. To me, this is one of the best things that one can do in Rotary. Hands-on service. I keep saying service is the rent I pay for the space I occupy on this earth. And I want to be a good tenant. And I'm sure each one of us in Rotary wants to be a good tenant. We want to pay the rent of the space that we occupy. Joe, you paid the rent very well. I must compliment you. And so have the 3,000 plus Rotarians in your district. Your contribution to membership and Grow Rotary has been outstanding too. I just heard that you started 22 Rotary clubs. Add to that the Rotaract clubs and the Interact clubs. The total goes to 63 clubs, which is outstanding in 1 year. Keep doing this good work. The membership drive doesn't end here. There is huge potential in your country, in your district, in your city. I always keep talking about the density of population, density of Rotarians in the population. So go back, see whether you have at least 0.01% of your population, of your city's population in Rotary. If not, that is the gap that you need to fill up. And once you fill that up, how about going to 0.02%? That's nearly doubling your membership, but look at it. One member out of 10,000, and most big cities do not even have that membership. My own city, I'm telling people, let's get more members. We have 12 million people here in our city, but our membership is about 2,000. There is huge scope. I'm sure there is a lot of scope in Nairobi too. So to the incoming Governor, Patrick, also, I would say the same thing. There is tremendous scope, and I think if there is one place where both membership and service is going to boom absolutely in the next 5 years, it is Africa. I have great hopes from Africa, both as far as membership as well as service activities is concerned. There is need for a lot of service activities and a lot of opportunities for people to work on various aspects, all the areas of focus. There are villages where there is still not clean drinking water. There are people who still, healthcare is not very easy to get. Their community needs development, and all of these areas, there is so much work that we can do. Add to that the 7th area of focus. What a wonderful news, Jennifer, you and the other trustees have given us. At the board, we were only too happy. It was an overwhelming thing at the board to approve it, and it was one of the landmark days in the decisions that we took. It is such an important decision. I'm so happy that this decision has been taken. After all, it is one planet that we live on. This is our only planet, and we need to protect it. And Rotary had to play a role in its protection. Friends, my only visit to Africa has been to Egypt. I was looking forward to going to different cities, but I'm sure sometime that will happen. But till then, this is an excellent way to connect with each and every one of you. I am so happy that very soon Nigeria is going to get declared as polio free, and that is another battle won, and just 2 more battles and we'll win the war against polio. I mean, it gives me goosebumps to think that in just a few years' time, hopefully with Pakistan and Afghanistan taken care of, we would have eradicated the only second vaccine preventable disease from the face of earth. It's a huge thing. I mean, which other organization in the world has been able to even try to do this? We have been able to. So let's tell the story of polio to people around us. Let's tell the story of what we do as far as service activities is concerned. We are people who like to share with others. We are people who care for others. We are people who think of other people even before we think of ourselves. We are people who give more than we take. We are Rotarians, and we need to tell the story. Joe, your communication skills are outstanding, and you've done that so very well. Your communication to the community has been so good, whether it's on social media or even otherwise. It's important. It's good that we do great work, but it's equally important that the world comes to know. It's not that we brag about ourselves, but it's good to share good things with other people. They get inspired also to do some real meaningful and good work. I'm happy, Joe, that you've done that. And I'm sure after you, Patrick also is going to do. And good to see you, Alex, also. So it'll be a pleasure serving together in Rotary 2 years later, 1 year later now, not 2 years. I look forward to that year, but I'm looking forward to the year even now, the coming year, because I feel our time starts now. And I have a request to make to each one of you, and this is one practice I've done to about 20,000 Rotarians. Friends, our membership in Rotary for last 20 years, it's been at 1.2 million. A time has come that we change it. Let's move the needle to 1.3 million. And we have 2 years time to do that. If we do it in 1 year, great. Or else 2 years. Not a difficult task, I tell you. COVID or no COVID, even otherwise it's possible. All we need to do is each one of us just needs to get one member into Rotary over the next 2 years' time. Friends, just one member, each of us, over the next 2 years' time. How many of us are ready to do that? Can we raise our hands? All who wish to get just one member in Rotary over the next 2 years. Let me quickly have a look at how many people say yes, they will be able to. Great, great. I can see even Halaj raising his hand. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, I can see Randall, I can see Janet, I can see Hassan. Okay, Safak, DGN Dolly, Morris, Itotia, wow, Mir Arif again, Eric. Each one of you nearly is raising your hand. Friends, do we understand the impact of this? If all of us did this, just get one member in Rotary in 2 years, our membership will actually become double. Theoretically, yes, but practically, it doesn't happen. That's because we fail to follow up. So your membership committee chair for the incoming year, I would say, please follow up. Just as Rotary, the trustees are so good at following up, I'm sure the board is going to be equally good at following up on membership, just as the trustees follow up on foundation giving. Friends, it's our duty. If we are enjoying Rotary, if we are getting such huge satisfaction out of Rotary, I'm sure we want to give the same satisfaction to another friend, a colleague, a relative. Let's do it now. Coming to service, friends, I feel there is huge opportunity in your country. And with the virtual world, the world is our country actually. Suddenly COVID has brought us all so together. We have never been more connected than we are today. I don't think I would have seen Jennifer today or Halaj today on the same screen as I see Safak and so many other people, so many of my friends, Bryn from Canada, Jennifer from Canada, Halaj from Brazil, so many people all around the world. So the world is becoming one, and that's what Rotary says. Let us do projects and programs. Either we can do them locally or internationally. But even when you are doing international projects, and this I would tell Jennifer, you and the people in the US can spread the word to people in US, Europe, Australia. When you're doing a global grant project, let's say in Africa, in Asia, in India, in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, any of the African countries, don't just give the money. See what is happening to that money also. And do a Zoom call. So Jennifer, if you did a water well project in Bangladesh, next time at your committee, at your club meeting, have a Zoom call. The Bangladeshis will show you the water gushing out of the bore wells. And I tell you, the members in your club will have goosebumps actually. They'll love that. Look how half the world it has gone, and it has brought so much joy in the lives of people who are getting that fresh water. Or next time, Halaj, when you do a global grant, let's say in Africa for a heart surgery, a child's heart surgery has been done, show it to the members of your club. And why just this way? Just today, one of our Rotary clubs has agreed to do a project in Panama. I would say don't just give the money. When the project is happening, see the project. This will, I tell you, get more and more members also to Rotary. We'll get two advantages. We'll get the satisfaction of seeing our work, seeing where our money is going, see how we make people happy, and also at the same time, that will be excellent public image. Let's invite friends at such meetings who can see what Rotarians are doing. It is an excellent opportunity that we have in Rotary. Let's make use of it. After all, if we have been able to connect this year, next year, Rotary is going to open opportunities for us. All the very best. Have a great year. Thank you, Geeta, once again for inviting me. It's been a pleasure absolutely meeting all of you.
So just coming to that, let me try this one and see whether it works. Can I ask the panelists to come to the front, please, as we wait for the rest? Panelists? And I hope you have a mic. So I hope you can hear me from wherever you are. I was going to say, suggest we just take a small break. Yep. And then we okay, so take a small break. Put some music or some interlude. Yep. Technology first. Just bear with us in the meantime as we sort out the technical bit. Technical, you can pull that up. Those who are logged in, can you hear us? Jimmy? Nope. So we are going to the panel session, and I'll be asking that the technical crew just sort us out on that. My thing is switch off the mics in the room so that we end up with a clean online meeting. I think that's where the problem is. We are combining both online and in the room. Okay. Those of us who are on, can you hear me? I'm on. So I think we'll go to the panel session. Apologies for that technical hitch. And I'll ask that we give our moderators. So the session will be moderated by our DG Jootin and our DRR Sam. And I'll ask that we just sanitize the mics and then we get going. Everybody has a mic? No. Okay, so I'll sanitize this and I'll give you that mic.
So we just wanted to check if Azib is online. Okay? And I also just wanted to check that I can be heard. Can I be heard? All right, if the technical guys at the back could just let me know that I can be heard. All right, okay, I can see Azib. And Azib, show me your, do a thumbs up if you can hear me.
There's a lot of noise in the background.
All right, Sanju, tell me, is everything good? Sanjeev, is everything good?
I can hear you, but the picture is not consistent.
So we all do Zoom and we just do on our phones?
I can switch a camera to Zoom only.
All right, okay. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if they can hear me, we're going to take an unsponsored commercial break.
She's waiting, but obviously you guys are on the screen. All right, so I can't see you. Just stay pretty as you are.
Yeah, I'm just seeing someone chat there that this panel is gender sensitive.
Just stay there. We can't see it. What I feel like doing is just like switching to Zoom on my phone and then I just add it in there. So what I'm saying is like just wherever you are. So just talk. Zoom works. Alright, okay, let me try and get back in. Let me see if I can take control.
You can talk to Paul.
Mic check. Mic check.
Jumbo.
Testing 1, 2, 3, Patrick Obath.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fellow Rotarians and guests, it gives me great pleasure to preside over this panel session today with the future of Rotary in our district. My co-host is the District Rotaract representative, Samuel Karanja. And we will be conducting this interview so that we can understand the direction that our district is taking. So between Sam and I, we will ask the questions alternatively, and thereby ask the questions to our panelists today. So allow me to introduce our district governor elect, Patrick Obath. Patrick Obath has been in the oil industry for several years, and as an engineer. Patrick Obath joined Rotary in Malaysia before moving to Mombasa and eventually ending up in the hottest club in town. That's the Rotary Club of Muthaiga. So Patrick, as I'm handing over the instruments of power and instruments of authority to you today, the question that I would ask is, what makes you want to get out of your busy life and serve as a district governor for a whole year?
I would probably say that my life got less busy. So I had a gap to fill in terms of getting. Looking at the opportunities of trying to make the organization a lot more responsive in a different way. We've achieved a lot, and we've been achieving a lot in the years past. But I believe that by tweaking the organization a little bit, we can get people to perform even better. And that is really what has brought me back into trying to be a district governor in this period of time, is just to tweak the organization so that we can get that little bit more juice out of our members. But in getting that juice out of our members, we also give them the juice back, because they've really got to get something out of Rotary as well. So we talk about giving to Rotary, but we must also give back to the people who are giving into Rotary. And that will be the balance I'll be trying to keep during the course of this year.
Thank you very much, Patrick. And indeed, I think we will benefit from your leadership. And now may I ask my co-host, DRR Samuel Karanja, to ask the next question to the DRR elect.
All right. So let me introduce you to our newest, soon-to-be newest DRR in the world, Kennedy Gaya, a member of the Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central, and having been a Rotaract at an institution-based club, the Rotaract Club of University of Nairobi. So Kennedy, I'll pose an adjusted question, same as to DGE. Why take up leadership at Rotaract, yet you'll have continued being a member? From my experience, being DRR is a number of sleepless nights and 365 days of task upon task. Why?
Thank you, Sam. For me, Rotary and Rotaract is a pool of leaders, people who have taken initiative to stand for something in their communities. And in my past, I've never been shy to take up leadership and take up responsibility because it's an opportunity to learn. I think every time you engage with Rotaractors and Rotarians throughout our district and throughout our amazing clubs, you realize that our members yearn to do something different and yearn to make an impact in their communities. And Rotaract is an opportunity for Rotaractors not to be a statistics in their life. So I take up leadership because I believe I can help our Rotarians and our Rotaractors bring the best out of themselves. And I'm so excited to work with the District Governor-elect, Patrick to make this a reality and to make all our people, as they are going back to basics, to be unlimited. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Kennedy. I think, and indeed, I love the theme that you and Patrick are working with this year, which is Be Unlimited. You know, it really very, very inspiring. Now, talking about being unlimited, District Governor Nominee Alex, you've been in Rotary for a long time. And when you founded as the founding or charter member of the Rotary Club of Langata, which is the largest club in our district, it felt more like a Rotaract club than a Rotary club, you know. But then the thing is that you can see the real potential that it had, which is being realized now. So how can we get more younger Rotary clubs like that in our district?
Thank you, DG Joe. I'm still young and still operating. But to get to this matters of things, and the example of Langata, Rotary Club of Nairobi Langata, is one that just drives the real feature that the future of Rotary is in the youth. So when we started that club, a lot of us were below the ages of 30, and over that time we've still continued building great leaders coming out of that. Now, when you talk about one club producing 100 and close to 120 members, how many other clubs, out there, in fact, even in terms of Rotaractors, we have more Rotaractors in the district than Rotarians. And if we just spent a lot of time, just like what our governor nominee Shekhar has talked about, if we just brought in 2 Rotaractors or community Rotaract clubs and converted them into Rotary clubs, I think we'll be able to hit those numbers that we're talking about. And I think there's a great potential in our youth, in the Rotaractors, being able to actually put more hands in doing the right work of Rotary. And that's one of the commitments that DGE Patrick and I have committed to work closely with Rotaractors to be able to make this thing happen.
And so I think Samuel Karanja will ask the next question, and he'll be asking the question to Azib.
Right, we can tell from the chart that our attendees today are worried about the gender balance. But don't worry yet, since on call from Ethiopia is our district governor nominee designate. She shall be our district governor 2 years from now. Rotarian Azib Astrid, who was recently elected about a month ago. So to DGN Azib, what's your guiding principle, and why did you choose to bring yourself into Rotary leadership, and what shall be your guiding principle in the year 2022-2023?
She's listening to the question. There's a delay.
She's listening to the question. There's a delay.
I hope you can hear me. Yes. Good afternoon and warm greetings from Ethiopia. I thank you very, very much. I was overwhelmed by the best wishes coming from every angle of the
question. There's a delay.
And I hope you can hear me. Good afternoon and warm greetings from Ethiopia, coming from every angle of the world. Truly humbled by the opportunity offered. I hope you can hear me. My guiding principles based on the leadership I stopped. Can you hear me? There's a lot of echo and repetition. Tell me when I should start. Okay, my guiding principles based on the leadership position in my previous employment in the United Nations and later in Rotary would be inspiring a shared vision, to inspire a shared vision. That all contribute to, as well as ensuring inclusiveness through adapting the youth into Rotary clubs to sustain Rotary's future. I'll continue to work on team building and lead by example, focusing on solutions rather than hammering on problems.
Can be controlled and can be wielded. And so Patrick, we've seen an international virtual convention that was wonderful. We seeing Rotary clubs across this district and the world beginning to meet virtually. What does the future of Rotary look like in our district to you?
Thank you, Joe. I have been a digital virtual person for almost the last 10 years, because as you said, I'm a busy person, and the virtual digital world was my world, which meant that there's a lot of possibilities in working digitally. And having experienced what I call this COVID dividend of getting digital, I see us using technology in a lot of ways, not just through the ways we are congregating now, but also in the way we manage all the clubs in the district. For example, could we not have a centrally owned conference center, a digital conference center, where every club has got their own breakout room.
All the clubs in the district?
They can meet anytime in that chat room, but because it is centrally owned and operated, it becomes a lot cheaper for the clubs to have that kind of thing, which means clubs can then begin to have blended meetings, and they can have meetings at any time. So we can extend a lot in terms of using digital technology to make the functioning of Rotary much easier in the district. But also, in terms of just the presence on in the websites, in the internet, we can enhance our presence, grow it a lot more. There's a lot of work that has already been done in this year. Something like the timeline needs to get a lot more penetration. There's very good content in there, but you need to get much better penetration. And when you get better penetration, we then have an opportunity of broadcasting that to other people who are non-Rotarians. And once they come onto the online, we are then able to attract them into Rotary. So I believe that in the digital space, there's a lot that you can achieve, and I will only be scratching on the surface in the first year, because whatever I scratch, I will find something even more interesting inside that Alex and Azib can take on, because technology is growing faster than we can consume it.
From a program of Rotary International to a membership type of Rotary International. Dear-elect Kennedy, kindly tell us more about Elevate Rotaract. What are the changes and what does that mean for our district?
Thank you, dear Sam. The last 16 months have been incredible for Rotaract. When you look at the kind of changes that have been made, you realize that Rotaract is set for greatness. Last year in April, the Council of Legislation decided to elevate Rotaract from Chapter 5 of the Rotary Constitution under programs to Chapter 2 under clubs. This means that Rotaract now becomes a membership type in Rotary. This is an opportunity that has been followed up by a key number of decisions by the Rotary Board. In October last year, a decision was made to scrap the age cap in Rotaract, which will allow for Rotaractors to stay in Rotaract for a bit of an extended time without affecting the membership in Rotary. Secondly, a decision was made also to allow Rotaract clubs be able to organize themselves without a sponsor. This does not mean that Rotary clubs can no longer sponsor Rotaract clubs. We highly encourage it because it has worked for years for us, and many Rotaract clubs have been established throughout the world. Rotaract clubs themselves will now be able to establish other Rotaract clubs. Rotary clubs can no longer sponsor Rotaract clubs. We highly encourage it because it has worked for years for us, and an opportunity many Rotaract to be able to turn different youth groups in our estates, in our towns, and in our cities to Rotaract without having to ask a Rotary club that probably may not be in a position at that time to sponsor the club. In January 2020, the board made a decision to ask Rotaractors to start paying Rotary International dues starting from 1st July 2020, which will be an opportunity that in the next 2 years we'll see additional information sent to Rotaractors, access to digital content, advantage of using world-class courses created by Toastmasters, an opportunity that will only make Rotaractors better leaders and better professionals. Closer home, just this month, Rotary Foundation Board has made the decision that Rotary clubs can now enlist Rotaract clubs as partners in global grants. An amazing opportunity for Rotaract clubs to keep doing whatever they do even more. But more important, in 2022, starting from 1st July, Rotaract clubs will be able to get access to global grants directly, a gift that only keeps giving. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know, you've answered a lot of the questions that we haven't yet even asked. I love that. And I know, you know, we will certainly benefit from your leadership, and we're really looking to the great, you know, the great achievements that we can make. And now going back to Alex, you know, I really like what, you know, Kennedy, DRR-elect Kennedy was talking about when he talked about the leadership opportunities. And so, are there any opportunities for joint leadership training between Rotary and Rotaract? And if so, how would we do that in your year?
Thank you, DG Joe. I'll still call you DG Joe because you're still not it. Okay, outgoing governor. I believe now the gap between Rotaractors and Rotarians has been it has been shortened. And it's for a good thing. And the greatest part about that is that you mentioned about leadership. With Rotary Leadership Institute, there are very great opportunities for us to be able to tap in to the training programs that the RLI has in being able to train not only Rotarians, but also Rotaractors. So as corporate membership grows within that part of the RLI, there are great opportunities for us to be able to actually source trainings from that. And even beyond that, I think even just mirroring the same committees that are set out in the to Rotaractors can also be the same thing that is set out in the Rotarians platform. And I don't see a reason why we should not be able to have joint meetings, even joint district conference. Our first attempt was this year. And I don't see why during the preceding years that we should not have joint meetings and joint assemblies and the like. And I think it's a perfect model for us right now, given the fact that the veil has been put down on Rotaractors and relationships with the Rotarians. It's for us to be able to actually make it even better.
Good. So we're really looking forward to more joint conferences. And so we're sort of coming to the end now, and I think I'll ask the last question to Azib, and if we're able to link back to Azib. And the question, you know, this is the elephant in the room, right? And so I thought I'd have the most poignant question at the end. So this is, how can we get more lady district governors?
So we're really looking forward for joint conferences. And so we're coming to the end now. I think I'll ask the last question So this is, how can we get more district governors?
The highlights that I would like to give here is that leadership comes with qualification, experience, and merit. I've come across strong and potential female leaders within our district who will certainly come forward to assume such roles in the very near future. Any position of such caliber comes with challenges, and women are generally good in standing strong and fulfilling their commitments. Without challenge, there will be no success. Part of my plans from now as the main trainer for my club, which I'm going to extend as well to other clubs, would be to work on members to develop their communication and leadership skills so that, you know, we have more female and young leaders coming to the leadership position. For instance, I'm really very, very convinced that now that our young females are coming to a leadership position. And I would like to mention my happiness that Rotaract clubs have nominated Rotaract Country Chair-elect Nazanet Asmelash, and she's a brilliant leader that I would put my eye on. Thank you very much.
To the end of this session, but I am hoping that through this session, that if you did have confidence in our future leadership, that this has now been reconfirmed. They are looking at the future, and the future is technology, the future is young, and the future is feminine, or beautiful. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give our panelists a warm round of applause as we move on to the next part of the agenda. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Rotarians from all over the world, East Africa. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you this afternoon in Kenya to announce the winners of the 2020 Sam Owori Rotary Awards. This year, I was privileged to be the District Awards Officer, and I had a judge panel of 7. So allow me to present. And the awards are going to recognize and honor efforts and activities that were seen to make clubs stronger, communities better, and improve the public image of Rotary. In total, we had a number of 83 entries, and we had 7 judges. So the awards are in 4 categories. The first category is Rotary Public Image Excellence Awards. Number 2 will be the Rotary Foundation Excellence Awards. Number 3 will be the Membership Excellence Awards. And last but not least will be the District Governor Elevate Your Game Awards. So Rotarians, friends and guests, please indulge me. The first awards are the Rotary Public Image Excellence Awards. Public Image Excellence Award, Rotary Club. How this club elevated the game. This club has a very vibrant presence. This club is known for hosting very high-profile guests during their club meetings. And the winner is the Rotary Club of Nairobi East. Public Image Director of the Year Award, Rotary Club. This individual elevated the game in the following ways. The club's activities have been instrumental in attracting new members to the club. This person ensured the club regularly contributed to the district website, The Timeline. And the winner is Mercy M. Muli from the Rotary Club of Nairobi, Thika Road. Number 3 award under Public Image Excellence Awards is a Public Image Excellence Award overall for the Rotary Club. This club has been documented their club events on video, which are archived on YouTube. All their club's events have very attractive posters which are distributed widely on social media. And the winning club is the Rotary Club of Mela, Ethiopia. Number 4 award is the Public Image Director of the Year Award, Rotaract Club. This person is known for ensuring the club strictly adheres to Rotary branding guidelines by actively training her club members with PR and social media skills, as well as how to make posters. And the winner is Violet Gatwiri, Rotary Club of JKU Art. The next category of awards is the Rotary Foundation Excellence Awards. Please take a break, have a sip of water, sanitize as we roll over to the next category. Right, this is the Rotary Foundation Excellence Award, Rotary Club. This club is 100% all-giving club. This Rotary year, all members donated at least 2,650 shillings, Kenya shillings, to the Rotary Foundation. All the club's happy dollars go to the foundation, and members were able to make part payment for their contribution to the foundation. And the winning club is the Rotary Club of Nairobi East. The second award, Rotary Foundation Excellence Award, Rotarian. This individual has been a Rotarian for 27 years and is a major donor level 4 and a PHF +8. To date, this Rotarian has donated a total of $175,630.90 US dollars. And the winner is Rotarian Bagda, Rotary Club of Nairobi, Utumishi. Third, Fundraising Director of the Year Award under Rotary Club. The club set a target of $3,300 in the year 2019-2020 Rotary year, and by March 2020, they had raised $5,800 US dollars. And this fundraising director led by example and donated $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation. And the winner is Danji Naran Megji, Rotary Club of Malindi. Number 4, Fundraising Event of the Year, Rotary Club. The event that this club hosted brought together Rotarians, their friends and family, as well as the community, and allowed for active and subtle messaging about the importance of exercise, protection of clean and healthy environments, the impact of Rotary, and the global campaign against polio. And the winning club is the Rotary Club of Nairobi, Lavington. Fundraising Event of the Year, Rotaract Club. The club organized a dinner that brought together alumni and current members for fellowship, mentorship, and friendship whilst raising money. And the winning Rotaract Club is Rotaract Club of University of Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more awards to go. The last but not least, the second last award is Membership Excellence Awards. And these are the people who contributed to the growth of Rotary. And I am happy to see Dr. Joe Kamau here, and I'm sure he'll be one of the people dancing to the growth of Rotary in this year. All right. So Membership Excellence Award winners. Award number 1, Membership of the Year Award. It is worth noting that all these entries came in the first week of March. So all the data that we collected and we evaluated are up to March 2020. So this club has met the 50% membership growth, had met by 7th of March when the deadline for the awards was set. They also chartered a new Rotary club in October of 2019, and this Rotaract club has 56 members already. This club has used social media extensively to market themselves, and most of the new members who have joined the club have said it made it very easy to find this club to join. And the winning club is Rotary Club of Kisumu, Winam. The second award, Membership of the Year Award, Rotarian. This person has been very, very instrumental in reaching out to guests that visit their club during fellowship. She engages them, takes their contacts, and invites them to subsequent meetings. And this star Rotarian is Monica Wamboi Muhia, Rotary Club of Nairobi, Thika Road. Award number 3 under Membership Excellence Award, Membership Director of the Year from a Rotary Club. This club introduced a mentor-mentee program between Rotarians and Rotaractors. They have a mix of lunch hour fellowships with at least 1 evening fellowship per month. And they involve the Rotaract club president in the mother club board group and meetings. This has seen very many Rotaractors join the club. And the winning club is and the winning Rotarian is Rosemary Njeri Mureithi from the Rotary Club of Nairobi East. Award number 4, Membership of the Year Award, Rotaract Club. This club has 17 members and had chartered 2 Interact clubs as at March 2020. And they were in the process of chartering a 3rd club by the time they were submitting their nomination. And the winning club is Rotary Club of Ngong Hills. Number 5, Membership of the Year Award, Rotaractor. This Rotaractor oozes confidence and humbleness for anyone that meets him for the first time. He introduces himself as a volunteer indebted to Earth. And this Rotaract had a very, very long citation from his club. And I want to congratulate Rotaract, Biniam Eyasu, Rotaract Club of Abugida, Ethiopia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to the climax of the awards ceremony, and these ones are DG's Elevate Your Game Awards. Please sanitize, adjust your masks, check that the person seated next to you is social distancing. Hydrate, because this is a time when you stand up and dance for all the people who have elevated the game in the year 2019-2020. Great. Number 10, Best Global Grants Management and Reporting Award. This club has a project that is ensuring efficient and economic provision of water to communities within West Uyoma by facilitating the renovations of existing water facilities, expansion of the water network, construction of new water reservoirs, and institution capacity strengthening. They have met all their reporting over the months, and the total worth value of the project is 380,000 USD. And this club is the Rotary Club of Nairobi, Utumishi. Number 9, New Generations Director of the Year Award. This individual has cultivated a unique chemistry between the Rotary Club, Rotaract Club, and the 16 Interact clubs under her watch. 8 out of 16 Interact clubs have been chartered under her watch. The transition from Rotaractors to Rotarians is one of the highest in the district. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Rotarian Merab Shibuyanga from the Rotary Club of Malindi. The Significant Service of the Year Award, Rotaract Club. This project is a signature project of the club which started 15 years ago. And the judges felt that it is a project of collecting blood units and providing those who are in need. In the current Rotary year, the club collected 766 units of blood that were distributed to different government and public hospitals. That club is the Rotaract Club of Abugida, Ethiopia. Number 7 is the Significant Service of the Year Award, Rotary Club. This is an initiative that uses key performance indicators to improve education scores for both students and their teachers. Apart from timely motivational talks, students and their Rotary mentors set and track targets that they work towards achieving. And this project is from the Rotary Club of Nairobi East. Service Award for a Polio-Free World. This is going to go to an individual, and this person organized a polio immunization walk in partnership with Ruaraka, Starehe, and Kwamukunji sub-counties, National Council for Persons with Disabilities, and the Kenya Police. Overall, the walk achieved the following. It benefited 1,246 children, 351 of them under the age of 5. And this individual is Mercy Karaoke Rotary Club of Nairobi, Thika Road. Number 5, as we get to the climax of this afternoon, is the Interact Club President of the Year Award. Please note the Sam Awori Awards incorporates Rotary clubs, Rotaract clubs, and Interact clubs, plus Rotarians, Rotaractors, and Interactors. So the 5th DG's Elevate Your Game Awards is going to the Interact Club President of the Year. This individual first served as an ordinary club member before he became a club president. He spearheaded the establishment of an Interact Tree Garden at School project with an initial 500 seedlings donated to the club by the sponsor club. And this young gentleman is Alex Aston Boto of the Interact Club of Lenana School. Rotaract Club President of the Year Award. This individual is said to be open to members, thus able to create warm environment for members. This individual is a strong leader and has enabled the club to gain publicity and good relationship within the university. I hope this Rotaractor one day becomes a Rotary president and a DG. And the winner is President Isaac Julia, Rotary Club of JKU Art. Rotary Club President of the Year Award for me was like the Kenyan presidential elections. We had very many contenders. And for this president, the members said the following, and I quote, "This president has a lot of energy. Club members appreciate the consistent communication about events, reminders about meetings, etc. This is something that has kept the club's members' participation very high. This individual has a way with words that gets members to engage." And that Rotary Club president is from the Rotary Club of Nairobi Thika Road. Congratulations, Miriam Kanyari. Well done. District Office of the Year Award, Rotarian. This person has very, very strong leadership qualities. And the person was nominated by the clubs that he is the AG of. He has very strong leadership qualities, which he has put to full use in his tenure as AG. He is strongly communicative and analytical, which has helped him make useful contributions during club engagements. He is astute enough to know that the coaching and interpersonal approach would contribute to the club's success. This award goes to AG Kuria Waithaka from the Rotary Club of Muthaiga. Last but not least, it gives me great pleasure to give the citation of the District Governor's Elevate Your Game Award winner 2020. This person was elected as president of his club for 2019-2020, but he went over and beyond the call of duty and performed duties of an AG, right? He supported in the district training and promoted inclusivity in the district. He hosted the DG for his very first official club visit and set up the board meeting at the banks of River Nile, from where attendees could see the airspace of Kenya, Ethiopia, from South Sudan. I'm sure you know who the person is, representing the entire district. During his first meeting, he inducted 9 new Rotarians, setting a record for the highest number of new members inducted during a DG's visit. With this action, he challenged all club presidents and literally set the stage to grow Rotary. This person is President Madra Geoffrey, Rotary Club of Juba. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the award ceremony. I want to say congratulations on behalf of the district governor, and I'm sure you'll be getting a call to make an arrangement of how you receive your certificates and anything else that you can use to celebrate this great performance. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so I think so. Fellow Rotarians, it gives me great pleasure to announce one more partnership. And during the course of the year, we have had 6 partnerships that we have signed with influential organizations so that we can increase the scale of the activities of the Rotary clubs in our district, but also to be able to improve the public image of Rotary through association. And today it gives me great pleasure to announce that we have one more partner, bringing the total to 7. And I am joined here by the Managing Director of PZ Cousins in East Africa, Mr. Shekhar Mehta. And let's just give him a warm round of applause, please. This has been something that has been in the making, ladies and gentlemen, mostly because of the COVID pandemic and the response to the COVID pandemic. We had received a tremendous amount of support for our emergency response committee from PZ Cousins. But then they wanted to take it a step further. And so perhaps before I say anything else, I may ask Mr. Shekhar Mehta to please say a few things about the letter of intent that we're going to be signing today.
Good evening, Rotarian and District Governor, Mr. Joe, and the rest of the Rotarians in this room, and the incoming Rotarian District Governor, Mr. Patrick. It's a great honor to be here today. As you rightly said, we were participating in the water and sanitation event which Rotary was doing along with Stanbeck and ourselves in a small way of distributing soaps and hand washing habits. Never I realized that I could see what was happening in that place, and that made me to think that what we can do beyond this just giving soaps. So that turn of events brought us to this stage who we are today. Just for the understanding of everybody, Cousins is an international company located in UK, and we have operations across the 3 continents of Africa, Asia and Europe. We are proud to say that we are 130 years old company, and we are in Kenya for more than 50 years, and we have been doing business in the most affiliated with the society in which we are operating. And one of the key pillars for the cousins is good for business. In the good for business is one of the key pillars is how do we associate ourselves with the society. So in this partnership, what we are trying to do is that working together with Rotary, we are very proudly associating the Imperial Leather brand, the global brand of cousins. In partnership with Rotary, we wanted to improve sanitation of the area we will work together and impacting more than 500,000 people in their lives. And I am proud to say that we will be contributing 10 million Kenya shillings, $100,000 into this partnership, working together with Rotary in the next 2 years. It's a great moment and we are humbled in this association, and today's the inspiring speech of everybody really provoked us that we can do even more. And when I see this 6 pillars in which we are working, I'm looking forward to see that we will move into the next step as well. Thank you very much, and it's a privilege to be here today. May God bless all of you, and may God bless the fellow Rotarians.
Thank you very much for this contribution, and the Rotary clubs are really looking forward to working with you on this, so that we can be able to have go beyond the emergency response, but also start looking at the other effects that COVID will have in our economy and community going forward. And so I'd also like to acknowledge that this has also been made possible by your chairman and the district governor-elect Patrick Obath. It's very good to have our leaders in high places. But I think one of the things that I can say to you that is very encouraging, when you look at the latest information of how our emergency response team has been able to work with citizens of Kenya, you find that we are in 47 counties. We've had impact in 47 counties, and we've touched the lives of many, many people across this region. So I guess it gives me great pleasure to go over the signing ceremony of this letter of intent.
On this, I would like to invite the brand managers also to be around with us. The brand managers, it so happened my head of brand activation is also a fellow Rotarian, Julius, come on, to be around. And also the incoming chairman and director, governor, district governor to be on board with us around.
So much, and so thank you so much for this partnership, and I believe we'll now share the documents.
Thank you. I mean, the corona sale of handshake. So, and the symbol of the contribution of the Imperial Leather brand to be part of the life of the gender. And we are proud to say that we are caring for Kenya is the campaign, and it will go along with every Imperial Leather soap. Every Imperial Leather soap will have this logo for the next 2 months. Sorry, say that again. For the next 2 months, every Imperial Leather soap in Kenya will carry this logo, Caring for Kenya. Caring for Kenya, working together with Rotary.
We're really proud that we've actually been able to exceed some of our goals, and that was one of the goals that we had in the public image sector. And in public image and in partnerships. And so it now gives me great pleasure to call the District Governor-elect, the moment we're all here, the moment and the reason that we're all here. And actually, before I do so, I would like to just say I recognize the presence of Vice President Yinka Babalola. Yinka Babalola and I have been friends for a very, very long time. And Yinka has inspired me tremendously, not just in the area of membership, but also in looking at the growth of impact of Rotary across our region. And I'm so proud and so happy to have been a district governor as he was our director in this zone. So thank you very much for your inspiration, commitment and dedication, Vice President Yinka, and looking forward to continuing working with you in Rotary's initiatives going forward. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that you're all here today is to see my good friend and mentor taking over the instruments of authority for the Rotary District 9212 for the years 2020 and 2021. And may I ask that District Governor-elect Patrick Obath to join me up here. May I also request the presence of the District Governor nominee, Alex Nyaga from the Rotary Club of Langata. And may I request the presence of the District Governor nominee designate from Ethiopia, Rotarian Azib Astrid, who is the District Governor for the year 2022-2023. And we will now go over the ceremony of transferring the instruments of authority. It has been a wonderful 12 months, and this is one of those experiences that you cannot explain to someone, that somebody would have to go through it themselves to be able to get the true benefit of serving all the Rotarians in a district. And Patrick and I and Alex and now Azib, we've worked together so closely over the past 12 months to ensure that we can have a smooth transition and a seamless succession. And so I have the most distinct pleasure to hand over the instruments of authority to Patrick Obath. But before I do so, I would like to ask Patrick whether he is willing to take the heavy chain of office. So Patrick, are you willing to take on the role of District Governor for the District 9212 for the year 2020-2021 for the next 12 months?
Yes, I am ready.
Let's give him a warm round of applause. Patrick, will you uphold the Constitution and the bylaws of Rotary International and of the district for the next 12 months to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
And Patrick, will you lead with all your energy and all your might until you are ready to hand over, for the next 12 months, until you hand over to the District Governor nominee, Alex Nyaga?
I will expend all my energy for the next 12 months in Rotary.
Thank you very much, and I believe that he is now ready to receive the chain. And may I ask Trustee-elect Geeta and past District Governor Dr. Geeta Manik to preside over this ceremony.
Thank you, District Governor Joe Tin. I know my friends and family of Rotary from all over the world understand how hard District Governor Joe Tin has worked, how he has met and surpassed every goal that we set for him. We didn't let him set the goals. We set the goal because we knew he could do better. And he really has proved himself and has taken this district to a brand new level. Bravo! We are so, so proud of you, District Governor. I know this chain is extremely heavy. We need to relieve you of the weight. But District Governor, please remember The Rotary International has invested in you. We want you to be with us. We don't want you to be past, dead and gone. We want you to be permanent district governor with us. Please hold our hands, please guide us, please mentor us, and please take us to another level where we keep these two new governors in check. Thank you for your service to humanity. Thank you for leading District 9212. Rotary in this part of the world rocks. Thank you. Now you may relieve yourself with this chain. District Governor-elect Patrick, this chain is coming back home. Now you're going to be in real check. All the Muthaiga members here, you have to take the club to another level so that District Governor-elect Patrick has a strong platform from where he can lead by example and say, this is happening at my club, so this can happen in another club. District Governor-elect Patrick Obath, we're so, so proud of you. This is the chain of office. It's a piece of jewelry. We can't wait to get it on Azab, so wear it and do with it as quickly as you can. But remember, you have to do better than Joe. And Alex, not even talking about you there. So it gives me great pleasure and honor and privilege to make sure that I place this on your shoulder.
All right, okay, so okay, and hold on, one more thing.
Before District Governor Joe Otin thinks his work is done, let me remind you, it's not done. District Governor, I like Alex and District Governor-elect Patrick to present this token of appreciation, very small, but to our governor, and thank him for all that he has done. You might get a bigger and better one, so you'll have to work harder.
District Governor Joe, you've had a fantastic year. The district has become a buzz, and the elevation of the game is evident everywhere. And people talk about it. The word elevate comes into conversations every time. And that really is a great thing for this district. The growth in membership, the growth in the giving in Rotary, all that combined really is the subject of the elevation of game in this district. And in recognition of the excellent year, on behalf of the district, we'd like to present this little memento, and hopefully it will show that your next oyster is the world. Right, now that this has come onto my chest and onto my shoulder, I would now like to first of all change the year, because now we are moving on to a new year. And I would now like to pin on the little badge of District Governor-elect to the District Governor-elect Alex Nyaga. With a little spare just in case. Well done. I give you your District Governor-elect, Rotarian Alex Nyaga from the Rotary Club of Langata.
Congratulations. Yes, yeah.
Alex, you have a duty to perform as well as we go through this ceremony. I know it's DGN.
Congratulations, my Governor Patrick, immediate past District Governor. Joel, I know you are looking forward to that. All right. You've done well. You finished strong, and congratulations. And to my DG, Patrick, you can count on my unreserved support during your year. Yeah, and as Troika, we've worked very, very closely together, and it can only get better. Yeah, so it also gives me my distinct pleasure to also virtually pin DGN Azib Astrid. You're actually DGND, now you're going to be DGN. And I will ensure that I courier this badge or lapel to your to Ethiopia. And I would like to kindly request Carol Kimutai to please come and receive it on your behalf, just as a simple. And also to just give her a taste that this is how these things happen. And maybe inspired Caroline to make your application for governorship. But here, I would like you to please get this to Azib and to also assure her that she can count on my unlimited support during this year and going forward. Thank you very much.
Right, I'd now like to invite the outgoing and incoming district Rotaract representatives to come to the stage so we can also transfer the instruments of office across. And the nominee wasn't able to be here today. Okay. Yeah, it'll be done virtually as well. So, just to make sure that this will work, just like Joe asked of me, I'll first ask the district Rotaract representative, are you ready and willing at this point in time to pass on the instruments of office to the next district Rotaract representative?
Probably I'll take 6 more months, but for now it's okay.
Okay. So you're ready to hand it over. Let me ask the district Rotaract representative elect. Are you ready to take over the role of the district Rotaract representative?
I am ready.
Good. Will you uphold and honor and protect the Constitution of the Rotaract in this district and of Rotary International?
I will uphold the Constitution.
And are you ready to run for 12 months? Especially at the kind of speeds that the younger generation has. Are you ready to run for the 12 months? And will you be ready to continue and uphold what your outgoing district Rotaract representative has built and build on it?
I am ready to run with you.
Right. Excellent. So we are now ready to move over the chain of office. Thank you. Right. So then we will do the next virtual transfer, because you also have to transfer to your nominee. It's virtual, okay.
So, thank you, District Governor. George, I hope you're here with us. I hope you're joining us virtually. It's been a pleasure serving as the DRR elect. and I now pass the mantle unto you. Accept it with pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we're done. So I'd like to spend the next 3 or 4 minutes just to talk a little bit about the district going forward, and then I'll invite the DRR candidate to say a little bit. We have, in the course of the year, built the strategic plan for the district. And this has been made possible with the cooperation of the District Governor Joe, who actually set me on that road about a year ago and said we need a district strategy to move on for the next 3 years. And Tito Tadeo, who's here with us, was instrumental in helping us build that strategic plan, which was then shared with all the district leadership to make sure that they also subscribe to the plan that we put together. After that, it went to all the clubs as well in the district. And they also agreed, gave us the comments, and in the district assembly recently, it was adopted as the strategic plan for the district for the next 3 years. And it has been endorsed also by the district governor nominee, district governor elect now, and the district governor nominee Azib in Ethiopia. So we have a roadmap. But the beauty of this as well is that during the course of the year, as we are trying to encourage all clubs to do, I was allowed by the district governor to get on the runway and start building up speed. And that is an indication of how we want to operate this district in the future. But whoever is coming in starts planning in the year that they are nominee and that they are elect, and effectively by the time they finished that year, they are ready to take off. Not what has happened in the past sometimes where you are almost like taking off with one of these vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, which in fact are now obsolete because they never worked. And we have built a strong team this year. There is a lot of energy in the district that we've inherited, and it is carrying forward into the coming year. The president-elects and the presidents who are there now have together worked very hard to put their plans of action ready, and some of them have already started delivering. And I've actually been very, very honored and very excited that at every club I have been to do installations of the presidents, I had not had to make a speech like this one, because the president-elect has actually talked the words I would have talked, which means they are fully aligned with the strategic plan of the year, and they've actually taken to heart what we've given them. So I look forward this year to having a really, really big year. As you said earlier on, outgoing District Governor Joe talked about elevate the game. And elevating the game meant that you have to perform best, work better, work smarter, and begin to deliver results. And those results have been delivered. In our year, we have our Rotary theme, which you can see here now, which is Rotary Opens Opportunities. And that is very clear why we chose that theme. Everything that we do as individuals opens an opportunity for somebody else. Every project that we do, every activity that we do in the communities around us touches on those people, and it opens opportunities for them. So Rotary globally wants to open opportunity for everybody. And even if you take the international program that Rotary has, which is End Polio Now, EPN, imagine those hundreds of thousands of children who now are able to live a normal life. That has opened an opportunity for them. So even at the international level, we are opening opportunities for people. So let us go forward this year and open opportunities for the people that we serve in the district. But in doing so, let us also make sure that we open our minds completely. We try and be innovative. We try and go beyond that hurdle. If we find a cliff, we jump high so that we can get across. And in that, we are asking all of us to be unlimited. So let us open opportunities and be unlimited in the way we think. So let us go forth this year and build District 9212 a one notch higher, maybe two, like everybody has done in the past. So thank you very much, and I'd now like to invite the District Rotaract representative Kennedy to just take a couple of minutes of my time and say a few words to his team. This demonstrates the fact that Rotaract and Rotary are one.
Thank you, Governor, for the first time. Governor Patrick. Over the last 12 months, we've learned a lot. Patrick and I have shared a lot of notes from Joe and Sam, and we are looking forward to taking our district to the next level. But we can't do it alone. We need all the Rotarians and Rotaractors on board. So let us work together. Let us work on the vision, on the strategic plans that we have both for Rotary and Rotaract, and let us improve our impact, triple our engagement, and make great a district that we are. Thank you.
We're almost there. And I would want first to say, technology or no technology, we've had a changeover. Challenge of Zoom or no Zoom, we shall overcome. So we will pass with all the technology challenges and make it a great year. I'm sure we've run over on time, but the following bit is to say, every year we have a DCA, which is a District Conference and Assembly. Post-COVID, we know we shall have a great year. And I think one thing we must know is that Rotary is based on friendship. And what a better way to bond beyond the weekly club meetings. So this is a time when we come all together, we listen to great leaders, we come again together as a family. Most importantly is where we connect, refresh, and hit refresh again. And I will want to share with you a small video that I want to pass across. The district conference assembly for 2021 will have the following members. So we have Dr. Joe Kamau, RC Nairobi East, Monica Mwangi from RC Nanyuki, Kenneth Gaya as the DRR, Tito Tadeo from Nairobi East, but he's also the district secretary. We have George Mathenge as our treasurer, Emmanuel Mbugu from Rotaract Club of Nairobi East. And then we have Sarah Migwi, who will be our technical advisor next year, Nairobi Langata president at the moment. Pauline Mugure from RC Naivasha, I'll be chairing that committee. I would want us to view a small clip on both Zoom and YouTube.
After the lockdown and cessation of movement, we will all look forward to a quick dash away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life to a most serene ambience. Come explore, connect, and recharge in one of the world's best destinations. Elegance, snow, and the wild, a definite bucket list experience.
On 15th April night, we will have the district governor's cocktail. On 16th, we'll have a unique district conference. And in the evening, an Out of Africa experience dinner in the world. On 17th, the DCA will culminate with a unique district assembly. In the evening, a formal black tie dinner, which will include awards. DCA 2021, an Out of Africa experience beyond imagination. Register and get your ticket now at an early bird rate of $150. The offer ends on 21st July 2020. I can get a ticket, you can get a ticket.
Anybody can get it. You can get it, I can get it. Anybody can get it. You can get it, I can get it.
Everybody can get it. And now go to the site and we are actually now, right now booking. Registration is on. And thank you for those members who moved and said they wanted to have this year's money transferred to next year. So already we have a crowd, but please don't miss out. 31st July. DG Jordan, please come and do us the honors. DG, up to tomorrow midnight. I know. And done.
All right. Thank you so much, Conference Chair Paul Kasimu, for that and for making this possible. You know, some of the people we might not be seeing in the room right now are the past district governors of our district. And, you know, I keep saying that this is not the work of any one man. This is the work of the entire district. But the advice and the inspiration that has been given by the past district governors has been tremendous and quite immense. So, once again, congratulations to you as the members of District 9212. But just remember that the district governors have supported and inspired us. I'd like to thank Trustee Geeta Manik, Trustee-elect Dr. Geeta Manik, for all the support and for putting a fire behind me as well. You know, and she's, you know, very high up in the world of Rotary, but she's very hands-on when it comes to Rotary's effectiveness. I would like to, and, you know, I just want to say to our international, the Rotary International President's representative, Jennifer Jones. Jennifer today made me, reminded me of a statement that you made when we were at the Rotary Institute, the Coordinators Institute. And it was about, I think, a broadcaster making a comment to somebody who was on screen. And they said, thank you very much, and you did very well for a rehearsal. But unfortunately, this is not the rehearsal, this is the real thing. And I feel that in the beginning, we made a few, you know, technology was a bit of a challenge, but I think we eventually managed to get ourselves here. But I'd really like to say, Jennifer, thank you so much for all the support that you've given me over the years, for the encouragement and for the memories that we've created. I was so pleased when Mark Maloney made you or assigned you to our district as the Rotary International President's personal representative. And we wish you the best in your role as trustee. Really looking forward to the other roles that you're going to take, and also looking forward to celebrating you as one of the first female presidents of Rotary International. And I look forward to continuing working with you to achieve the objectives of Rotary. To the President, Rotary International President Nominee, Shekhar Mehta, thank you for the words of encouragement. And indeed, we did work together in one of the committees, and it was the membership committee. And that was where we debated Rotaract and the elevation of Rotaract. And it is so good to see the elevation of Rotaract happening, and to know that you as a leader also back and very supportive of Rotaract as a partner. And we're really looking forward to working with you, and thank you very much for the words of encouragement. I want to thank the members of the executive committee, and with the executive committee have been able to oversee and support the clubs to ensure that you have been able to achieve great results. That executive committee is headed by Lenati Thao, with the members being the district governor, Patrick Obath, district governor-elect, Alex Nyaga, the district governor nominee, Azib Astrid, including the chairman of the major committees, such as Dr. Joe Kamau, the district membership chairman, past district governor Peter Mbui, the district Rotary Foundation coordinator, the chairman of the public image committee, Catherine Gengi, the chairman of the innovations committee, Moses Kemibaro. It is represented, the assistant governors are represented by the country chairman, which is Janet Madenge for Kenya, Mulunesh Tegenaisho of Ethiopia, and Francis Butuli of South Sudan. And of course, with my good friends and clubmates, Cheryl D'Souza as the secretary, and my really good friend, George Madenge, as the treasurer. And so this executive committee has really seen new heights, and I think it has been an idea that has shown that it has legs, and it has the opportunity of doing really great things in our district. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today we heard our new leaders, we heard about technology, we heard about a more beautiful Rotary, We heard about our younger Rotary. And I believe that I have handed over to the best man possible for the job, Patrick Obath. And the friendship that we have created over the last few years, and I know that we will continue to create these friendships, because every time you need support, I will be right there. I'd like to thank you and congratulate you all again, the members of the District 9212, for all that you're doing for the communities and for helping those who need our help, the mothers who need health care, the children who need education, the people who need economic support. And now we also have the opportunity of supporting the environment, as Rotary has made supporting the environment the 7th area of focus. I was once told that one of the challenges with PDGs is that when you give them a microphone, they will talk from here until kingdom come. And so, and I know I've started on that footing, but I'd like to say to all my fellow Rotarians, may God bless the vision on your mind, the love in your heart, and the work of your hands. And may He bestow upon you and your family with good health, with good fortune, and abundant love. Thank you, and God bless you. And for the last thing, I think if the chairman could just bring me the bell so that I can ring off.
Say all of us, and so say all of us, and so say all of us, for he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Thank you very much, and please it gives me great pleasure to bring this District Conference 2020 to a close.